Hello everybody and welcome to the Tell Tales podcast. Hello Kristín, how are you?
Fine, thank you. Hello.
We try to have multiple type of guests, from a famous rider to a vet to even scientist. And today we have you. Maybe before we go a bit into all the topics that we have, maybe if you can present yourself a bit.
Well, I am born in Reykjavik.
Iceland.
Long time ago. Reykjavik, Iceland, long time ago. And I sort of was born with the wish of getting a horse, but it was not easy for me in Reykjavik to get started there. So my way was long. I had to work to get my first horse.
All right.
And I was 17 when I bought my first horse.
Okay.
And since then, I have more or less been working with horses, riding horses, or doing different jobs. But all the times, I'm doing something connected to horses.
So you're not coming from horse family, for instance?
No.
So you were the odd one, the weird one of the family.
Yes, it's sort of, I was born with this longings to be close to animals, and my favorite animal has always been horses. So, yes, and that has been the red thread through my whole life.
Can you tell us a bit, like, what is your journey on riding? How many horses you end up having? Do you own a horse today, for instance?
Yes, I own a horse today. I bought 2022. I bought a little mare.
Wow!
Lotning frá Eystra-Miðfelli. But I didn't own her more than, I think, 1 week. Then I gave half of her to my husband. So I practically only own half a horse today.
Okay. And you say, like, why a mare? Is it to breed or to ride, leisure riding, or?
Yes, well, I had the dream that I wanted to breed the best roan stallion in the world.
Okay, it's very precise.
Yes, and I bred actually one stallion, but he was not quite the best. He was very good, but not the best. And I sold him, and now I'm trying again with this mare. She's only 3, and we will see if she will be good enough that I can reach my goal to breed a good roan stallion.
I can tell you, like, our horses are in a herd of 10 since this weekend, 10, and we will need more roan. We have a lot of black in the herd, so we will need more roan. So I support the gift that you're giving for the Icelandic more roan horse. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you ride? Do you ride often?
Well, I used to have the horses at home and take care of them myself.
Yes.
So I was practically running between the computer, the kids, and the horses. And so I had a lot of movement every day. And I had 3 horses at home, which I was not riding on competitions, just for my pleasure.
Yeah.
And so that was quite a work for me. But then I'm the person who gets stuck with the horses. I cannot sell them or give them away. So one of my horses, I bought him when he was a foal, and I had to put him down, 36 years old. So he was 35 years in my ownership, and I took care of him most of the time myself.
35 years.
Yes.
You took
now you can see
good
I'm
care
quite old.
of this horse. This is not what I meant. It was more like you took good care of this horse then for 35 years.
Yes. So I have not had numerous horses, and I've only bred 2 horses in my life. So
2 roan.
yeah, no, 1 roan
No.
and one was a palomino.
It's good. It's better than just black, so it's good.
Yes. But that was accident. I was not aiming for palomino or anything like that.
For Palomino.
No.
Is your husband like because you described you had up to 3 horses and the kid? Your husband is riding horses?
He never has time, but when he has time, he likes to do it. But he helps me with cutting the grass and taking care of the fences and stuff like that. So, yes, well, now, since we only have 1 horse, it's now in it's not staying at our farm anymore.
No.
And I think that this episode in my life is over. I want to be able to travel more since my children are so big that I don't need to be stuck at home or I can take the computer with me and work from anywhere.
And just to go through a bit of your life, you didn't live only in Iceland, right?
No, I went to Hólar in Hjaltadal and I did my farmer's education.
Okay.
And after that, I went to Germany and I studied agriculture there. Right. And that's where I got to know my husband. He's German. So I sort of got stuck in Germany, and and I've been living there for 30 years.
And you kept the connection to the Icelandic horse even in Germany, right?
Yes.
It's quite a journey because today you are in Hólar. You did full circle, no? From your study to...
Yes, you can say that, yeah.
And can you explain a bit, and we will go more into details later, but can you explain to us what is Hólar, if you want, but what are you doing right now in Hólar?
Well, right now I'm project manager of the Icelandic Horse History Center. I just started this new task in spring this year, and it has been a lot of fun and a great journey for me, a new task which has to be completed. My job today is to take care of and manage the Icelandic Horse History Center in Hólar. Hólar is a beautiful place. I don't know if you've ever been there.
No, but next year at Landmót we will be there, so we will see.
Yes, you will see it. It's a beautiful countryside here with mountains and the most one of the most historical places in Iceland. And now, since I think it was 1991 or 2, the farmers' school stopped.
Right.
And this became, the focus was put more on horses. And there's also, this is a university today. They are fusioning with the Icelandic University in Reykjavik in January. Okay. And you can learn horse science here. You can learn everything about fish breeding and also tourism.
Right. Okay. And that's, if I understood well, this is how it's divided between Hólar and Reykjavik. They don't teach the same thing, right? If I understood well, in Iceland.
Yes, this is just a department of the university in becoming a department of the university in Reykjavik.
Right. Okay.
But so they have been teaching horse science, and it happens to be that the Icelandic Horse History Museum, or Center like we call it today, is located in Hólar.
Right.
That's where I am working now.
Can you describe us a bit what is a week of Kristín looks like at the moment during the summer? Because you said you restarted it the center, right? How does it?
Yes.
How a week looks like for you?
Well, after I wake up and I open the center, I start thinking about horses, talking about horses at the Icelandic Horse History Museum. And if I'm not there, either introducing the items we have there and the topics, I am most likely at home and registering horses in Worldfengur because that's my second job. I am the German registrar as well for Worldfengur, and I'm entering all purebred Icelandic horses there, and or I'm answering questions from people and helping them out with some stud book things, per email.
And that will be specifically for Germany, the stud book and Worldfengur.
Yes.
Like I said at the beginning, we try to invite people that are interesting and to gravitate around the Icelandic horse. So maybe now people understand a bit more why you are here. You, on one hand, the one-man army of the Icelandic Horse Center in Hólar, and you also working for Worldfengur in Germany. So you entering new horses in Worldfengur. So is it done by hand?
Yes, it's done by hand. We get, of course, information from the Icelandic horse stud books in Germany.
Right.
And it's a little bit different from other countries. We have so many stud books. Usually you only have one stud book per country.
Yes.
But unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, we have, I think, 12 stud books in Germany.
All right.
And some of them have the knowledge and license to enter their polls in Worldfengur themselves. But others, they send the data to IBZV, which is the Icelandic Horse Association in Germany. And I'm working then for IBZV, checking the data, entering it in Worldfengur, and giving the feedback back, the 5 IDs and corrected names. All Icelandic horses around the world should have Icelandic horse names. So we are checking that as well. So in the 20 years almost I've been doing this, the improvement has been great. Both the cooperation with the German stud books and also the writing of the names and the data quality has improved enormously.
So many questions. So you said you need to take care of the horse name. I think I understood that is there an official list of names for Icelandic horses? Did I understood well?
Yes, that's true.
So I cannot call you and say that my horse newborn foal is called Bobby.
No, that's most likely not going to be accepted.
What are the rules? Do you know the rules? I guess you work with them, so I guess you know the rules.
Yes, well, the rules are quite simple. The names which people give their horses should be in Icelandic. It should be also with correct Icelandic grammatic. So you cannot give a stallion a mare name or vice versa.
Right.
A male name, and also we have this neuter gender, and those names are also out. And of course, Icelandic is not easy, and it's developing. So there are names which are maybe, how do you call it? They are loan words in Icelandic. So we are not completely sticking to Old Icelandic. We are taking also loan words which have been accepted by the Icelandic name or wording committee.
Right. Yes. Okay. So does it mean that the same name was maybe written differently 20 years ago, and now he has an updated grammar?
Well, it's maybe more or less that people today like to give their horses names for people, but
Okay.
in the old days they were more choosing, I would say, names which describe the horse, either the color of the horse or the quality of the
Right.
horse. But
Okay.
today it seems to be a trend that people want to call their horses like their children, almost even two names.
Okay.
And well, the rule also says you're not able to use more than two names. People who want to use complete sentences, like it is for maybe, let's say, thoroughbred horses or the
Yes.
I think that you
Yeah,
cannot.
I can give you an example. We had a mini, and her name was Junette Wondercream,
Yeah.
a mini shetty. So I guess that is not allowed.
No.
I don't see a Icelandic horse called Junette Wondercream, though. I have to tell you, it will be a bit weird. So it needs to be in Icelandic.
The most famous case I had, and that's where the breeding leader of 5 put her hands on the table and said, now we have to do something. That's when I phoned her and I said, well, I have a naming request on the table now from a German breeding organization. They want to call their horse Kiss Me in the Morning. And that's when they said, no way that an Icelandic horse can be named Kiss Me in the Morning.
Wait. I have a question there. Is the problem was Kiss Me in the Morning, or is fact that it was in English and not in Icelandic? Would you accept it in Icelandic?
No, not.
No. All right.
Either.
Okay.
It is just a
wanted
sentence.
to make sure.
It's not a
Yes.
name.
It's not a name. Yes.
Yeah.
And is there like, sorry, I will have stupid question, but like fantasy name, like Lord of the Rings names, would you accept that, or it needs to be in Icelandic, I guess?
It needs to be in Icelandic, and those Lord of the Rings names are usually been refused.
Ah, super. Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay. But for instance, a plant or something that or grass in Icelandic will be accepted, for instance, if you want to call your horse grass?
We're not interfering what the
No.
people there. There are some maybe occasions or some happenings, and that's the reason why the people want to call their horses funny names.
Yes.
Which we are not putting our taste into the decision.
No.
It's just
No.
it should be in Icelandic. It should be not be 3 or 4 words, only 2, and it should be in Icelandic grammar. And
Yes.
It should also not be offending any.
Yeah, you should not offend anyone or degrading the horse, I guess. Also, neither you're not gonna call him drops or like a pile of poop or whatever, even if it's in Icelandic. I assume. One of my horses is called Clown, Trudur.
Yeah,
I pronounce it very badly, I guess, but so I guess it's fine. But you will not try to find a degrading name for your horse.
No. Should not.
What else do you check when you enter someone? Like you mentioned that you're working on the new system for the color. Can you tell us a bit more about it?
Yes, well, the color coding system in Worldfengur was made actually 2001 when Worldfengur went online.
Okay.
And had been there were some codes which had been added to this color coding system through the years as they were needed, as as knowledge was getting better and about the inheritance of the colors. And so today we can send samples and get a lot of information about what the genotype, what genotype of the color
Yes.
coding the horses
Okay.
have. But the color coding system was not covering it. So we have been, it has been a project going on for 5 or 6 years. We started off with doing some information about horse coat colors, which you can easily find in Worldfengur. It's about a description of each color and how the color is inherited. And the second step of the project was to add color codes. So that step was taken now in May this year, but we have not yet been able to correct or to adapt the older codes to the newer codes. So
Okay.
there's still a little bit confusion in this, but after all the vacation, summer vacation and stuff like that, we are getting together and we will finish the project and hopefully before Christmas.
And now you're not talking only about Germany. It's for Worldfengur as a whole.
Yeah, it's for all
great.
horses entered in Worldfengur.
And you intend to change then to switch to the new color coding?
We already have.
You already have, but you need to update the rest. That's the one. Okay,
we
but
have
that's
to update some, and that's a little bit confusing for some people, especially if the color code is not shown in the right way. We are still working on some, but the system is there.
Would you happen to know how many people are doing what you're doing in Germany, for instance? You're not alone doing this. Like all the entering the new foals, etc. It's more than one person, I assume.
Yes, I would assume that we're maybe about 8 or 9 people doing it.
For Germany?
Yes. There are between 2,500 and 3,000 foals born each year in Germany.
Okay.
It's the biggest country outside of Iceland.
For smaller country, is it then the bigger country help out, or every country in 5 have at least someone entering the new horses, etc.?
Yes, practically the answer is yes.
Yes, okay.
All countries which are members of 5 have their own registrars. And for countries which are breeding Icelandic horses and are not members of 5, Iceland takes care of the registration of those foals.
Do you have example of countries like this?
Yes, it's Poland.
Okay. So, for instance, Poland is not part of 5, but they are breeding Icelandic. So the Icelandic register taking care of them.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And also Ireland. Ireland is also not a part of. So
come on, Ireland. Come on, Poland. Be part of 5. Be part of the family. I think you mentioned to us when we were talking together, like you help also translating the website in German. I guess it's done since many years now.
Yes. Well, I sort of started, let's say I've been involved in Worldfengur things. Yes, ever before Worldfengur was even, let's say, online or born.
Yes.
So I translated the program, which was called PC Fengur. That was the first version. It was on 32 discs. Floppy disks, 32 floppy disks.
But when was it, in the 80s or the 90s?
No, it was the 90s. I 90s. Think it was somewhere around 90, maybe 6 or 7, something like that.
You were doing exactly the same job that you do, right? You were entering new foals.
No. In those days, no Worldfengur was there. So the registration of the horses was up to the breeding associations in each country.
All right.
But, in Iceland, they had they had this database, started the database, I think 1986, if I can recall right. There was a big computer or big computer board, and they stopped handwriting on these,
Yes, okay. Yes, yeah, obviously.
And
so they started to enter that into that computer.
Yes. So they had round about, I think it was when I started, there was less than 10,000 horses digital. It was also because of, sort of like I recall, Thorvaldur Árnason in Sweden. You maybe know him, the scientist and the father of the blob.
Okay.
He is, I think, the man behind this idea of Worldfengur. We need data to be connected so that you have a bigger data pool. And he was doing it for his doctor thesis. He started off entering data from old books in computer, and then we just started to enter horses with this. It was called birth IDs and not 5 IDs. And from the birth IDs, the 5 IDs were created when Worldfengur came along.
Right, okay. And you said Worldfengur is up since the 2000s?
2001.
2001. And before that, so you were working, you were already working in what was, you say PC Finger, is it what you said?
Yes, and then from PC Fengur, we did Íslandsfengur. There were, I think, 2 or 3 versions of Íslandsfengur. That was then a big progress. It was on a CD-ROM.
Woof! What are you talking about? CD-ROM.
Yes, and
everybody. So in the 80s, Iceland started to digitalize the stud book. Basically, is it what they did?
Yes.
So when we navigate today, when Ari, for instance, stalk the horses, and we see horses from the 50s, the 40s, it's because they started all that work in the 80s to take all the horses. They went through the handwritten note, and they started to put that into a digital form.
Yes, well, when I started to enter horses for Germany, for example,
yes,
there were 500 German-born horses registered, and many weeks or even months, I was not able to register more than 2 horses a day, because you had to dig into the pedigree and find out sometimes 5 to 7 generations. You have to trace back to Iceland every generation of the horse before you can enter it in Worldfengur.
Yes, because this is not just a name that you entering.
No,
you entering the lineage.
The German lineage, and then if there was maybe a Danish-born horse in between, or from Austria, or from Iceland, I had to send a request to the different countries and ask them to look for old horses in their files. So this was
you know, Kristín, like today we have our phone, right? We can surf on Worldfengur or Horseday app, and we take that for granted. We take that for granted that I can go back since from now to the 50s. I'm starting to realize, I don't know if people will start to realize how much work that you have to put into finding all those lineage from Germany. But that doesn't mean that you were just looking at Germany. You were looking all over the world to do all those links.
Yes, all the countries in 5 have been doing the same. Some of them are also very old countries, old Icelandic horse countries, let's say, like Holland, Denmark, and Scandinavia, and even there were horses going to America in the 60s. So,
right.
We all have these old data we have to enter. And now I'm actually with a good friend of mine from Holland, Kim Mittel. She asked me to support her on old horse data. And we have been digging into export papers of horses which left Iceland, 1940, 50, 60,
Because
70.
you still working on that?
Yeah, they're still missing. There were so many horses leaving Iceland, and most countries only have entered active. When I say active horses, that are horses which have been bred with or competition, but the horses which were only used by for leisure riding,
Yes.
normal people bought, they are not entered in the database.
Okay, even in Germany or all over the world, like so you're still going. So even to
we
this
are
date,
all at a different. Some countries might
for sure,
be in a better place. They started maybe to import horses in late 80s or 90s, but
right.
we, the countries, I think, for example, Holland has everything good on track. But in Germany, we still need to enter a lot of horses which came in, and the horses leaving Iceland, they're not important anymore for the breeding in Iceland, so they have also not been entered there. You understand?
Right.
They're leaving
the
country.
Yeah, they're leaving. They are gone. That's it.
Yeah.
Yes. What is important is for the country who get them, but then Iceland doesn't track them for sure.
Yes, and we Worldfengur started 2001, and it has been I think that most horse breeds are looking very enviously to us having a system like Worldfengur, which is working for all Icelandic horse associations in the world, where you collect the data in the same way. You register them. They are judged the same way, and breeding evaluations are calculated for the horses. I think this is enormously valuable for us.
And more than that, like you have breeding help. Wolfhanger help you with breeding, right? If I understand.
Yes.
You have the bloop.
Mm-hmm.
You feel like the Icelandic world in that sense is ahead. A lot of breed.
I'm not so much, I have to admit, in other breeds, but my feeling is that there has been enormously great progress in breeding Icelandic horses. And just having the same system of
shared.
Yeah, the same system shared. And before Worldfengur, for example, in Iceland, there were many breeding shows around the country. And sometimes the results just disappeared on the computer of the person taking care of the data.
Yes.
And getting this online in Worldfengur, it stopped looking for where did it go, who was taking care of this breeding show. And also with the breeding shows now, all around the world, we can look up horses being judged in Norway or in Germany, in Iceland, or online, in the time when the show is going on.
True. Yeah, it's live or very close to live. Yes.
Exactly. And no other breed, I think, has it in this way. And we are so fortunate that Iceland wanted to share this with other countries, and the smaller countries which maybe cannot afford to build up an own stud book, they can use. They can use
Wolfhanger. Yes.
Yeah. And, well, now Worldfengur is getting quite big. We have now round about 600,000 purebred Icelandic horses entered in the database. We have this virtual mating program.
Yes.
We have this support with the coat colors.
Yes.
We have the naming. There are about 12,000 names in 4 languages, and sometimes also with voice recordings. And of course,
the Worldfengur keep on evolving, right? Like you say, you mentioned the color, but if I take just the bloop system, for instance, that I guess Worldfengur support in that sense, right? It changed every year. They improve. They try to be more precise. Now we have what, the breeding assessment and the competition result added to this. So it keep on evolving, right?
Yes, we have also DNA results. We are checking DNA, and there will most likely be some more progress in the future. We now have the gatekeeper also, and there are more genes. We will find out what they are responsible for. So all this is extremely valuable for breeders and users of Icelandic horses.
This is extremely interesting. Can you tell us more about the Icelandic Horse Center? When did you start it? No, or when you did you restarted it, if I understood well, right?
Yes. Well, it was restarted now in June, actually.
Yes.
The opening. We, of course, prepared a little bit before that and set up a new exhibition in it is located in Hólar, in the heart of Hólar, in the old stables, horse stables. It has 2 floors. In the first floor, there's an older exhibition from 2010, but maybe I should tell you a little bit about the story of this Icelandic History Center. It was actually established 2001.
Okay.
And 2006, they started working on doing exhibition in Hólar and the stable was renovated, and 2010 it was opened with the exhibition which is still going on there. It shows the Icelandic horse in the life of Icelanders between 1900 and 1950, where it was very important in agriculture and in transport. And so we have different stations there, if I can call it stations. I think 6 or 7 you can look at, and I've done audio guide in 3 languages. So our guest, and I'm adding, with the help of my great friend Berglind, we will add French.
Good. So you can hear Berglind. You can hear Berglind in the Icelandic Horse Center from now on.
Yes,
speaking
next
French.
year. We have Icelandic, German, and English.
English, soon French.
Yeah, and soon French. We have Icelandic, English, and German at the moment.
Do you need more people to help out on other languages?
Maybe. I think that, I have seen that the guests we get are mainly Germans, Icelanders, Americans. And when the French people come, they start listening to English, but then I can see that they're not really understanding much. So I think it's very important that we do French as well, and Italian maybe as well.
Ah, yes. Yeah, Latin country need a bit of help.
Yes. I noticed that, and we certainly want people to understand this great story of our Icelandic horse, and that's why I would so much like to have have it in different languages. And upstairs, we have, like I said, we have 2 floors.
2 floors.
Downstairs,
yes.
the altar exhibition, and that's not movable. It's always there. And
Right.
upstairs, we have more flexibility. We have now Worldfengur, the stud book work, a little bit the history of the stud book work. And we have, of course, the central thing is the coat colors. And I explained to our guests how the colors, I can show them, or they are shown there. And then we have a little corner I call the corner of fame, where we have 2 marvelous mares, Alvadís from Selfossi, with a beautiful painting. And then we also have Gletta from Þorgautstöðum. She was the mare who was 28 years the Icelandic champion in pace race, 250-meter pace race. No horse has ever been able to do that. She was running 22.6, and some weeks ago he was doing the new world record. It's 21.06. So you can see how marvelous quick Gletta was, and she did this record in 1947, I think, or 8. And we have some items from her and information. And then I have sort of a small cozy corner, which I call the corner of education. And there I sit down with my guests and we drink coffee together and we talk about Icelandic horses. And I try to tell them stories or whatever they want to know. I would like next year to have even more education in this education corner, that we can inform our guests about the latest research work which has been doing in Hólar and other places in the world on horses. And
Is it the Icelandic Horse Center is open every day?
Yes, well, we have now from 1st of June until the 31st of August open every day except for Mondays. Then we have closed from 10 to 4 o'clock. We are checking out possibilities to be able to carry on having certain days open in the wintertime. But I need to go home to Germany. So I'm not able to stay the whole winter in Hólar. No. And but I have a marvelous young woman helping me out in the center. She's actually from Georgia in the USA. But has been living in Iceland for several years. And she will most likely help me out this winter and keep the center open when I'm not there.
Yes. Next year, Ari and I will come to Landmót, and it's going to be in Hólar. Maybe you have plans to reopen then the Icelandic Horse Center? Are you planning to have new exhibition?
Well, I need to convince the sponsors that the plans we have are practical and good, and the ideas are good. Yes. So that is going to be my main focus this fall, and hopefully. And I think that according to the feedback I get from the visitors this year, which is enormously good, I think that we're on the right way, and that we can show that we have been doing nice things in Sögusetur. And next year I want to do more, and I hope I get enough support.
The idea would be to have a new exhibition then, like you updated
Yes.
the exhibition. Oh wow, okay.
I will add a little bit here and there in both exhibitions we have now. And like I said, I would like to improve the education corner a lot with more information, practical information, for which most likely will be both for writers and leisure writers and breeders. So we would like to serve everyone, all. So it's a little bit of everything there. And then of course I have 2 new exhibitions in my mind I would like to go for.
Yeah, if people have the chance to be in Landmót next year or in Iceland, and if they are around Hólar, they can come visit and talk to you. It seems chat around horses and get knowledge on, at the moment, the Worldfengur, but other part of the Icelandic horses. I think it's super cool. Thank you, Kristín, for your time today.
Thank you as well for inviting me.
It's our pleasure. Trust me, it's our pleasure to have you in the podcast. And thank you everyone for listening. We will come back very soon, in 2 weeks, with a new episode. In the meantime, do not hesitate to share this episode, comment, rate it in your favorite podcast app. And before leaving you, we would like to mention that you can also follow us on Instagram and Facebook, The Tall Tales, for more news and stories. Goodbye, Kristín.
Goodbye, Lionel. And thank you once again.